We'll start with you, Mr. Narra. Tell us, about the plea deal, how you guys got to the plea deal, and...
Sure, we had a conversation yesterday with Judge Richards, approximately for 25 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And what he outlined for us was the possibility that our clients could enter a plea. This is the first time that a plea had been offered by the district attorney in this case. So we took that information back to our clients, spoke with them, gave them the opportunity to have the night to think about it, came back to court today, asked the judge if he'd be willing to give us a commitment in regards to sentence. My client is under federal indictment in the Northern District of New York. The federal mandatory minimum for sentencing there is 10 years to life. So a sentence here less than that is a victory in my client's eyes. We're happy to take a plea to admit guilt here, but my client can now resolve this federal case.
Now, will the charges here that he's receiving and the sentence that he'll get, will that be concurrent or consecutive with whatever he receives on the federal level?
Well, my understanding is that we don't have a plea offer or proffer with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Northern District, but I would anticipate that resolving the state case prior to resolving the federal case will result in concurrent time. And I'm anticipating that because of the sentencing structure in federal court, my client's exposure there is much greater than 8 years. So we're anticipating a sentence that's greater than that.
Does the violent felony conviction here, does that escalate that mandatory minimum now?
It does. And unfortunately for my client, he has a previous felony conviction. We had to admit to second felony offender status today as well here in state court. But this will add another conviction to his criminal history. It will be a conviction for a violent felony offense, which will be taken into consideration in regards to whatever federal sentence that is imposed upon him.
Does that make it a mandatory minimum of 15? Do you know that?
No, we have a mandatory minimum of 10 with a maximum of life. Now,
that was prior to the felony, though. Prior to the violent felony.
It won't change the. I'm sorry. There's a possibility it could change the sentence. I'd have to get back with you on that, but it won't change the end because you can't add life plus 50.
Mr. Dumas, seems like you're saying you got it. You got this is a victory for you guys.
I'm in there, by the way. You are very, very.